It looks like Freddie Woodman will be heading to Preston this summer, and the links to Nick Pope continue to heat up. Mike Ashley is already selling the Newcastle shirt before it's even been released. Joelinton got engaged this week, and Eddie Howe is one of the favourites for the England job. Yes guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Toon Tuesdays, your weekly roundup of Newcastle United news. If you saw my video yesterday, you'll know I'm in Spain for the week, so a bit of a different background, and I am joining you for a nice afternoon beer as we do this video. But again, if you want to see a little bit more of what I get up to while I'm away, be sure to go and check out my Instagram down in the description. And again, I did a vlog yesterday, so go and check that out. But we are back for the weekly roundup of Newcastle United news, and we'll start off a little bit with transfer rumours. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but one of the big ones is that Freddie Woodman looks destined for Preston this summer. I actually already did a video about Freddie Woodman leaving before I even came on holiday, because I honestly thought this would have been done last week. So if I suddenly pop up and I've got a beard and long hair again, that's why. I think that they are just ironing out the details. There's links on him maybe going for a year loan, then a permanent deal. Could it just be a permanent deal? I like Freddie Woodman. And again, when it officially happens, I will come out and talk a little bit more about him. But it is a shame that he just didn't quite reach the levels that we were hoping for. And we are now very heavily linked with Nick Pope. Again, a keeper who I think is very good. And it seems to be a moderate fee as well. You know, 10 million. Is apparently the price, which I'm actually shocked by, to be honest, because I know that obviously Burnley have got relegated. Maybe they don't have too much strength in terms of the negotiation, because Pope will want to go to a Premier League club. Maybe there's something in his contract that says if he gets relegated, he's allowed to leave on a lower fee. Who knows? But I think Pope would be a great one to create that competition with Dubravka, and again, just strengthen that area of the squad. You look at Darlow and Gillespie, for me, are just not anywhere near Dubravka. Pope would not necessarily, for me, take number one automatically, but would definitely strengthen that area of the pitch. So let me know your thoughts on Woodman leaving and Pope arriving, hopefully, down below. And a quick update on Hugo Ekitiki and Sven Botman. Again, there's not really a lot to report on these two, except that Hugo Ekitiki is reportedly going to be leaving his holiday early because he wants to get the deal done and dusted as quick as possible. Again, take that with quite a few pinches of salt, I should imagine. Again, he finished his season, he went off to the tournament with France under 20s, and now he's currently away enjoying himself. And I would like if he could come back and just sign this contract so we can stop talking about it, to be honest. And then we've got Sven Botman. Again, there's more reports coming out that AC Milan are pretty much saying we're not going to go in any further with Sven Botman, which leaves Newcastle and, again, possibly a few other clubs that are rumoured to be interested. But we appear to still be the front runner. If we could get them two done and I could just make the videos to announce it, that would be great, because I think it's at the point now where it's going on a bit. But we will wait and see what happens with them two. Joelinton got engaged this week, so massive congratulations to Joelinton. I don't suppose he watches my videos, but if you are watching, mate, congratulations to you. A big cheers from me. Got down on one knee on what appeared to be a stage in front of a lot of friends and family. So big up to him. Obviously, Joelinton has been fantastic for us this season. He's one of the players that I'm actually quite excited to see what happens to him next season. You talk about the fact that he came in as a striker slash left-sided forward. We really put him under the cosh, just lumping him up top on his own, gave him no help. Eddie Howe was, yes, put him back into midfield after that freak change that we made that one time that just happened to work, but as much as anything, I just think Eddie Howe has just totally increased his confidence. And again, I said this in my keep or sell video. If you've not seen that yet, I do a full video talking about all the players I want to keep, loan or sell this season. Obviously, Joelinton was a keep. And I mentioned the fact again that I think we could play him anywhere. Now, I think we could put him at left back and he would do a good job. We saw him go up front against Norwich, put the ball in the back of the net. So, yeah, big up Joelinton and congratulations on the engagement. Mike Ashley can just not let it rest, can he? He always has to be involved somehow. First of all, we had the whole Fun 88 saga. Obviously, they are sponsoring Newcastle going into the new season. There's rumours that the owners have agreed that this will be the last season of Fun 88, but it's basically all coming out because everyone was saying Fun 88 ends this year. Then a few other people said it ends next year. Well, it actually turned out that Mike Ashley had gone and done a secret long-term deal with Fun 88 before he bogged off. So thanks for that, Mike. It just means we've got Fun 88 for another season. And to be honest, I don't mind the kit. I don't mind the kit regardless. I just think for me, and yes, the new sponsor would have meant more money coming into the club ready for the summer window. Obviously, if it was a new sponsor that we could have possibly got a better deal on. But more than anything, as a big fan of the Newcastle shirts, I was looking for like that fresh start, new era shirt. Like if we look back in 10 to 20 years time and you line up all the Fun 88 shirts, are you going to be able to say, oh, that was the one where we got taken over? Maybe. I think it's just as possible that you will look at whatever shirt we get next season with the new sponsor and go, yeah, that was the first one. Because really, Fun 88 is just, it's just part of what we're trying to kind of leave behind in terms of the Ashley era and start afresh. But again, that hasn't stopped him because he's back. If you aren't aware, the new home kit has been released in that you can pre-order it on the Newcastle website. There's two versions of the shirt. There's one with the sticker, but there's also the one that's actually embroidered as well. And the embroidered one is the fan shirt. The sticker one is more expensive. And again, apparently, that's to do with like the chafing of like the embroidered badge. So yeah, it's great to see that it is embroidered. Very excited about that. I'm literally doing this video here and I can just see, I'm doing it on my phone, obviously I'm away at the moment, just the amount of tweet notifications popping up and down about Freddie Woodman, Nick Pope, Hugo Ekitiki. It's just mad at the moment. But to get on to the point that Mike Ashley is somehow already selling the Newcastle shirts in Sports Direct before our fans have even, well, you can pre-order them, they're due to be available from the 1st of July. So how Ashley's got his hands on those kits already. People are saying he's probably got to bought them from freaking China and just putting on the fake ones to make a bit of money. I'm sure that's not true, but a lot of the ones that are being shown as well actually don't have the sponsor on. And again, this brings us on to something completely different, which is quite cool, hopefully, is that obviously the new owners, Saudi Arabia, they want to sell the shirts out there, and obviously Fun 88 is a gambling sponsor. So it would not surprise me if in part of this deal we have agreed to kind of end Fun 88, we've also made an agreement that we can also sell the shirts without the sponsor, so that they can still market the shirts to those countries. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. And if that is the case and we're available to buy them in the UK, then again, that kind of cancels out my last point about having Fun 88 on the shirt for the new era. We could potentially go out and buy it without a sponsor at all. So let me know your thoughts on the new shirt down below. If you have the option to buy it with Fun 88, would you do so? Or would you still go back to the Fun 88 one? And we're still waiting for confirmation on the away and third kits. I mean, we've all seen the leaks now, haven't we? So I think we know what they're going to look like, but we will have to wait and see on them. And Eddie Howe is being linked with the England job. Now, I had a quick look on the betting website before I came on, and the favourite is Graham Potter. He is 3-1. I mean, for me, that is the obvious candidate, to be honest, because I think he plays nice football. I think he would be a great one. Eddie Howe is second, 5-1, and it actually does shock me a little bit that he's got those odds. The bookies, you know what it is? The bookies aren't often too wrong, are they? Because they know how to make money. To see him at 5-1 surprised me a little bit. And obviously this is all coming out because England had the Nations Leagues games, which, to be honest, for me, again, they're not a waste of time because they're better than a friendly, but they're just, no one's bothered, are they? The players aren't bothered, are they? We've just had a useless 4 games, drawn against Germany 1-1, drawn against Italy, getting smashed off Hungary. I mean, it's just rubbish, isn't it? Especially considering it should have been the World Cup now, had it not have been moved to the winter for Qatar. But a lot of this is coming out because despite Gareth Southgate having a great run in the Euros and the World Cup, people aren't too particularly happy about what has just occurred over the last 2 weeks and want to see a new change heading into the World Cup. this winter. Let me know your thoughts on Gareth Southgate down below. I am a bit on the fence with the whole thing, to be honest, because he has taken us on great runs, but we haven't actually won anything. And again, I wouldn't see Gareth Southgate managing a Premier League side. I don't think he would get a job in the Prem. So if I'm saying that, then why is he in England? I don't know. It's strange because if you go, well, again, you could say we didn't actually win anything, but it's the best we've done in a very long time. He's had long relationships with a lot of these kids coming up through the ranks. And yes, I can turn around and say, well, we were useless in the Nations League. I mean, the players weren't bothered, were they? I mean, he changed the team around so much for that because even he knew players are coming off tired at the end of a long season, and these games don't matter. I'd rather work out what I want to do, try a few different positions, and get ready for the actual thing that matters, which is the World Cup in the winter. And a lot of people are saying, and again, we are going to struggle in the heat, even if it's in November, even if it's in the winter, we are going to struggle with the heat because we always do. But the one thing that will potentially be quite beneficial for us is we'll be mid-season. The players should be in their peak prime after a few months of coming into the season, working themselves up, and then go to a tournament. Instead of coming straight off the back of one of the toughest leagues or the toughest league in the world and then go and do another tournament. So who knows, maybe that mid-season will be a difference. But I've kind of gone on about England now. Eddie Howe is being linked with the England job. For me, it's not happening. Again, he's just got here. He's just saved us. Why the hell would he make that jump? Now, again, these odds coming out are for the next England manager. So could that be after the World Cup, a year's time, 2 years' time? If you kind of look at it like that, then you can give it a little bit more respect. But for me, right now, I think it's a bit of a joke link. Again, Brighton could say the exact same thing about Graham Potter. And again, could Eddie Howe, in theory, finish the Premier League with Newcastle, jump on a plane with England for a few weeks, and then come back with Newcastle again? That's a possibility. But again, I would much rather have him at the training ground with the players that we do not have on international duty. And that is one thing I'm hoping could benefit Newcastle going into the new season, is that if you look at most of the teams, you know, he's talking about Liverpool, Man City, a lot of their players are going to be away on international duty. We've got 5 or 6, which means that Eddie Howe can get these guys rested up and training to come back and play a lot of players who have just gone away and got knackered in the blazing sun, come back to the Prem, Newcastle are fresh. I think that's one thing I like about it. But in terms of the Eddie Howe link to the England job, let me know your thoughts down below. It's not going to... Why would... He has just literally started up a brand new project. I cannot see that happening in a million years. That's why I can't understand how these links are 5 to 1. 100 to 1, maybe. How is it 5 to 1? Unless it's literally because either A, they think he might go on a quick 1 month holiday to Qatar and take over for a bit, or B, they're thinking the betting is more long-term project. But again, Eddie Howe's still a young manager, and it's, for me, an England job. It's like Mourinho saying that one day he'd like to manage England. It's a job you do every 4 months. You know, it's a kind of job that Eddie Howe could maybe look at when he's a bit older as well. So let me know your thoughts on that down below. Let me know your thoughts on everything we have discussed in this video. I know it was a little bit different today. With me being away, I've got a little bit of editing to do if I can do it. But I do Toon Tuesdays every Tuesday. So if you are new, be sure to hit subscribe. I am on the daily upload at the minute. So be sure to subscribe and do not miss a video. Again, there is so much going on in terms of transfer rumours, and I'm really hoping we can do a couple of announcement videos very soon, which I will be sure to do as soon as we are aware of anything from Newcastle. But again, if you want to see a little bit more of what I'm up to while I'm away, be sure to subscribe and check out my Instagram down in the description. I'm just having a look there. The sun's just gone in a little bit, which is a shame. But anyway, cheers guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.